Okay, this video is going to show you how to put some doors in this place, and I'm going to zoom it up a little bit there. And they want you to start with the corner. Now, the door what we're going to use, you find doors up here, and it's going to be the 36 by 84 panel. There's several different door sizes. You'll see them here. You pick that one right there. That's the one we want. And the other thing is, I have this tag. If you click on this up here, tag on placement, then it's going to tag the doors as you put them in. I don't like to do that. And in the book they have you do it. We'll tag the doors in another chapter along with the room names, or the rooms and the room tags. The reason why I don't like to do the tagging at the beginning of a project like this is because you may end up adding a door to, or worst you might take 2 or 3 out, and then the numbering gets screwy. And you can renumber them, but it's just that it's kind of a pain, especially when you're doing schedules. You'll have to get rid of some. It remembers every door you put in there, so what happens is you have to fix the schedule so that they work right. You'll notice that if you move the door on this side of the wall, it goes on that side, or you pop it up here, and then usually, well, I think that's about it, unless if you do a space bar, it changes it like that. So you hit the space bar. So what you want to do here then is just probably put it in about, I think I'll put 2 feet in here. And then usually what I'll do here is just check it here. And this is where these little grips come in, so you can actually nail it down a little bit more. See, that's 3 9/16, so I just make it 0 space 4. So I put, or you could put 4 with the inch mark. Either way, there's lots of different ways to enter that kind of stuff, but 0 space 4. Now let me see what they tell you to do next. They have so mirroring doors. So they want you to mirror the door. So here you go. So you take this door that you've got in here, and then you want to mirror it about pick axes. Well, pick the center line of the wall, and it goes in there. So that's all there is to that. So I'll do it one more time. I'll undo it. So you see now I'm going to probably end up with another door there, but that's okay. So we pick the door, and then you come up here and say, okay, there's 2 mirrors. There's the draw axes. No sense to draw it if you already have one in the wall. And see, all these walls have faces and center line. So this is where this comes in handy. And then there's the door. And then I'll just hit the modify. Now, then they want you to copy the door. See how this is going to go in really fast. So what we're going to do now, and we're going to use, so we'll copy these 2 doors. Now the way you copy stuff is you click here and then hold the control key down and click the other door, the other piece of copying that you want to do. You see there was those 2 little plus signs there. Now I want to copy the doors here. Okay, I'm not going to copy them to the clipboard. Like over here, we're going to use the copy command, and you probably want to click on multiple. I think that's what they have you do here. I'm not. So then you're going to go. Now he shows you. So now what you're going to do is you're going to use this as your base point. So they don't tell you this stuff. They just have you. You just have to try. So there's the base point. So this is going to go over to these 2 doors. So I'm going to come over here and pick the base point. You can see the base point there is the center line. And then with the multiple picked, we're going to pick one more time. The center line was a little bit hard to see because you had the grid line on there also, but there's the 4 doors. Now there's the other doors. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I'm going to do now is then you add 2 more doors to the rear, to the bottom here, adding the exterior doors. I don't know if they have you pick a different door. Let's just take a look, because I don't think they do. You might just have to. I don't think they do because they want you. This is another thing where you'd have to then load the door, and I don't think that's part of the exercise, and I don't want to digress too much from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the same thing then. So what I could do here is, these are really interior doors, but we're just going to do a create similar, and I'm just going to put one. I'm just kind of looking at it here. It looks like it's about here, and I'll actually, these doors should probably be opening out, so I'm going to flip it this other way. So there's one door, and then there's another one over here. Let's put them. We can have one going the other way, just for design purposes. The only thing I might do is, since I have this center line here, let me see if I can align this. I'm just showing you something extra. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. So there's a center line here. Let's see here. If I have to tab, there's the center line here, and then I'll just tab the center of this, and it pushes the door over. You see, there's a line here. You see the line right there? That's part of the reference plane in the family itself, which you're not going to have to worry about it this semester, but if later on you might want to. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to tab, and then I'm going to take this door, and I'm going to move that over to there. So there, and I'm just sort of picking it out because it looked like something to do. That's a little extra that you can get. So there's a bonus for watching the video. So he talks about deleting doors. All the doors should now be tagged. I don't want you tagging anything until later, so you'll tag them later. Don't be tagging the doors now. The other thing too is that the other reason I say this for, and this is down the road, typically what we want to do is create a base plan like this that is a copy. We would then copy this plan and then create another new level 1 plan called level 1 annotation, or noted, or final plan, or level 1 floor plan. This could be level 1 working, and the other one would be level 1 floor plan. And if you tag everything and click everything on one drawing, then when it comes time you want to make copies or use this for something else, it's littered with all this other stuff. See, we could erase these lines also, these dimension lines, and it would say, do you want to, if you erase them, do you want to unconstrain it? Well, we don't, but for the sake of this class, we're leaving them in. So what happened to my little 22? Oh, I guess did you notice how I had it over here and it got moved out when we shrunk the building down? I didn't notice that before. That's something new for me. I think that's it. So the next chapter will be on Windows. So there you go.